Hi, I'm Mike the Entei, and I've made a few deck profiles for the Pokemon trading card game lately, but I haven't gotten around to making one for my main deck, Gardevoir-ex. I've been using it since the start of the Scarlet Violet series, but haven't really gotten around to actually showing what my deck is like. To be honest, it's kind of always been a work in progress. As it's my main, I've been toying with it for the past year or so, however long it's been out now. And while this isn't my final list, I think it's unique enough that it might be interesting to show to YouTube. For Pokemon, I play one Memory Skip Ralts. This Ralt says that for 1 energy, I can basically cancel one of my opponent's attacks. In a pinch, this is nice because it allows me to potentially stall out a turn, though it's not necessarily very useful. That is why I play 3 Teleportation Burst Ralts with 70 HP. There are actually quite a few Ralts and multiple Ralts with 70 HP, but this one can attack and switch out for just 1 energy, so if I absolutely need to protect a Ralts, I can attach an energy and just switch into something else. This is important because you want to set up your big Pokemon, Gardevoir-ex and Little Gardevoir. Gardevoir-ex is really the heart of the deck. Its ability, Psychic Embrace, says as many times as you like during your turn, you can attach a basic Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon in play. However, every time you do this, you'll deal 20 damage to one of your own Pokemon. You can't literally attach an infinite number of Psychic Energies, but you can usually attach as many as you need to get knockouts. And most of the deck is cards that revolve around either getting a bunch of energy on the board, or getting a bunch of energy in the discard, so you can then get it onto the board. You might notice that I actually play Kirlias. I play 3 Kirlia. This is different from a lot of decks like Charizard or Tianpao, which might only play 1 or 2 Charmeleon or Arctibax. Because Kirlia, honestly, is not even a bad Pokemon to have on turn 2. Its ability Refinement allows you to discard a card from your hand and draw 2 more. This is great consistency because it can allow you to get your Candy, it allows you to get your Gardevoir-ex, and so on. And you can even get energies into the discard pile with it. Usually I like to have 3 or even 4 Ralts on the bench by the end of my first turn, so I can evolve a couple of them into Kirlias and then rare Candy into a Gardevoir-ex. Greninja, Radiant Greninja, does a similar thing. You have to discard an energy specifically, but it's still nice to have. You can just put it down on the bench immediately. You can use its ability from turn 1, and you can just start getting that consistency going. That's very nice. I should also note that I have Mew as a little consistency grabber. Mew's ability, Mysterious Tail, allows it to retrieve an item from the top 6 cards of your deck once per turn, as long as Mew is active. Fortunately, everything besides Zacian has 1 retreat cost, so even if I don't start with my Mew, it's pretty simple to just attach something, retreat into the Mew, and then use Mysterious Tail. All of my basics, I should say. Kirlia, Gardevoir-ex, and Little Gardevoir have 2 retreat. On that note, Little Gardevoir has an ability called Shining Arcana. It's kind of similar to Kirlia's Refinement, but it's a little better. Once per turn, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach as many basic energies as you want from those 2, or just put the rest into the hand. And even if you don't get any energies off of Shining Arcana, this is still really nice. But if you do get energies on the top 2, you can attach them without having to get them in the discard and without having to damage yourself, which can sometimes matter. You might notice that Gardevoir has the attack called Brainwave, which does 60 for 3 energies, plus 30 more for each psychic energy attached to it. So, in theory, if I had 9 energies, let's just say, that'd be 60 plus 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270. 270 plus 60 is 330. That one-shots basically everything relevant in the game. However, Gardevoir only has 140 HP, and given that I'm doing 20 damage every time I attach with Gardevoir-ex, I can only attach 6 energies with Gardevoir's ability. With Gardevoir-ex's ability, rather. So attaching from hand and getting some Shining Arcanas can help me to one-shot anything I need to. Zacian has a similar attack, Storm Slash, 60 plus 30 for each psychic energy. Of course, Zacian V has 220 HP. That means that I can attach 10 energies from the discard if I really want to, though I don't think I ever would need to do that. There would have to be some kind of crazy 400 HP Pokemon or something for that to matter. It also has the Roar of the Sword ability. Obviously, without Gardevoir-ex, I'm not really doing much, so on my first turn of the game, I usually like to do it. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for a Psychic Energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon directly, and just end your turn. Usually I'll attach to either Zacian himself or a Ralts that I intend to evolve later. But Getting a Gardevoir-EX and a little Gardevoir on turn 2 is really inconsistent, so usually I'll just attach to the Zacian and then knock something out with it on turn 2. Or I won't even put the Zacian down on turn 1, because then they can't boss it up. And then I'll just put the Zacian down immediately on turn 2, attach to that, and knock it out. I also play Cresselia, which has Moonglow Reverse. This allows me to take 2 damage counters from each of my Pokemon and then move it onto any of my opponent's Pokemon. So this is really good for, say, the Lost Box matchup, or Miraidon if I want to get rid of Flappies. Using Gardevoir-EX's skill, I can attach to multiple things in the bench and deal 20 damage to each of them, and also Cresselia, and then just move all those damage counters off. This, of course, also makes it easier to get Gardevoir going, little Gardevoir I should say, because Gardevoir-EX can attach to a benched Gardevoir, and then the damage gets removed with Cresselia. Of course, I have to be careful that I don't attach to places and have those energies just stay on those Pokemon and then I can't get them. Because if I don't have enough energies in my discard, then it's a resource that I have to manage. Cresselia also has Lunar Blast for 110, not super useful, but I've actually gotten some use out of it. There's also Manaphy. Manaphy has the Water Veil ability, which prevents any benched Pokemon from taking damage. This is useful to combat things like Greninja, or I think some Miraidon decks play Zapdos EX now. Mew EX or Mew VMAX with Ice Cube can be a pain. Manaphy is just a one-of tech to make those matchups a little bit easier. But in going in certain decks, you don't even want to see it at all. As for energy, right now I play 12 Psychic Energy. I used to play Reversal Energy, let's see if I can find that here, which counts as 3 energy of any type if you're behind on prizes and attach it to an evolved non-rule box Pokemon, basically Little Gardevoir. But being unable to attach the triple energy from the discard means that if you get it before you need it, it's really not that good, and there's no way to search out the reversal energy, so as of right now I'm just sticking with the 12 Psychics, keeping it simple. As for trainers, I play 4 Cross Switcher. If you play 2 of them at once, you can switch out your opponent's active Pokemon and yours, and you can really mess up your opponent with this. I like it a lot. I play 4 Battle VIP passes. You can only play it on your first turn, but if you do get it, you search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them right on your bench. Normally, Battle VIP Pass is not very good, but a lot of decks have ways to make it more likely to see Battle Pass. In my case, I play Mew. So if I have 7 cards in my hand, plus 1 that I draw to start my first turn, plus Mew, that is 8 plus 6. I'm looking at 14 cards. It's pretty likely that I'm going to get a Battle Pass, and due to the nature of this deck, wanting to get Kirlias, Gardevoir-EXs, and Little Gardevoir out as quickly as possible, I really do want to see that Battle Pass. Right now, I play 2 Cycling Road. It is a Stadium card that allows each player to discard a basic energy once per turn, of any type, not just Psychic, and draw a single card. Not great, per se. It doesn't do much, but it helps me get energies into the discard. It does provide a little bit of consistency, and the deck needs all the consistency it can get. And of course, it counters Path to the Peak. Let me just search that up here. Path to the Peak prevents all rulebox abilities. That prevents Gardevoir-EX. It prevents Zacian V. It prevents Radiant Greninja. So if Path to the Peak is in play, my deck is dead. Therefore, I want to have Cycling Road. I also play 1 Lost Vacuum for similar reasons. Lost Vacuum is an item card. You play it, and then you send another card from your hand into the Lost Zone. That is not the discard pile, so if you send an energy there, you will not be able to get it back. I've been burned by that more than once. And then you send any Stadium or Pokemon Tool card in play, yours or your opponent's, into the Lost Zone. Now, Gardevoir specifically probably won't be getting rid of their own Cycling Road anytime soon, but you can get rid of Path, you can get rid of your opponent's Forest Seal Stones, you can get rid of Bravery Charm, and so on and so forth. Speaking of Forest Seal Stone, you attach Forest Seal Stone to a Pokemon V, and that's another reason to run Zacian, by the way. You attach it to a V, and then you can use the Star Alchemy power as your V-Star power. So once per game, you can search your deck for any card. Having Forest Seal Stone in the deck is kind of like running computer search. You basically just go get whatever you need. Very useful in a deck that needs to see a lot of things at all phases of the game. I play 1 Counter Catcher. I only play 1 because it is pretty situational. You know, even though this deck tends to be a little bit slow. I try to get ahead and stay ahead, especially with the turn 2 Gardevoir. I'm trying to take 2 prizes while my opponents are trying to kill 1 prizers like little Gardevoir. But if I do come behind on prizes, I can just slap a counter catcher down and knock out whatever I want. Very cool. I play 4 level ball. Should be obvious why this is in the deck. I get to search for any Pokemon that has 90 HP or less and add it to hand. This allows me to get my Raltses and my Curlias and Manaphy even. Pretty good in the early game. I play 2 Tulip. That's my only supporter. No bosses because of the counter catcher and the 4 cross switchers. Tulip allows me to get 4 in any combination of Psychic Pokemon and basic Psychic Energy from my discard to my hand. Now, of course, getting Psychic Energy out of the discard means that I can't attach it, but sometimes it's nice because I want to have an energy for Greninja. Usually I'm just doing it to get my Gardevoir-EXs and little Gardevoirs out of the discard and into play. I play 2 because I might as well. I have no other supporters. I play no boss because half the time I can cross switcher or counter catcher, or this is cross switcher and this is counter catcher, and half the time you want to knock out what's active anyway, so boss isn't really, hot take, needed in Gardevoir. Plus, obviously, boss doesn't help with consistency. I play 1 Super Rod. This allows me to shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy from the discard into the deck. Similarly to Tulip, this is just simple recursion. I can get Zacian, I can get Greninja, I can get anything I want with this, but usually I'm going to be getting pieces of my Gardevoir line. I play 4 Rare Candy because I want to see that Gardevoir and I want to see him fast. Rare Candy, instead of going from Ralts on turn 1 to Curlia on turn 2 to a Gardevoir on turn 3, I can candy from Ralts immediately into Gardevoir. Well, not immediately, I still have to wait a turn, but the point stands, it accelerates the deck a lot, and that's very nice. I play 4 Ultra Ball because, again, I want to see my Gardevoirs. Ultra Ball is the only card that allows me to specifically search for Gardevoir-EX, and as a 4 of, it's pretty good. You can obviously search for Ultra Ball with Mew, as you can do with many of these items. It's another good thing about running these 1-ofs is that they're more likely than just hard draws. You have Mysterious Tail, you have Curlia's Refinement, you have Greninja's Concealed Cards, you have Gardevoir's Shining Arcana. I also play 4 Earthen Vessel. You play it, you discard another card from your hand, you can discard an energy to get it in the discard, you can discard a Battle Pass after turn 1, and then you search for 2 basic energies. This gives you more fodder for Curlia, it gives you fodder for Greninja, it thins the deck in case you need to see something else. It's very nice. I've had turns where I'll draw like 10 cards just off of my abilities because of Curlias and Gardevoirs and Greninjas and Mews. You can have a Curlia, use Refinement, then evolve it into Gardevoir and use Shining Arcana to just get 4 cards. It's great. It's fun. You get a very, very big hand. Another benefit of Cross Switcher is that apart from Ultra Ball and Curlia's Refinement, there's really no way these things are even getting in the discard. I mean, I guess I could discard them with Earthen Vessel. Whatever. I don't play Research. I don't play Pokestop. I guess Pokestop wouldn't even discard these things. So, fair enough. You could arguably play Pokestop. Let me just get that up here. Pokestop allows you to basically reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and put all the items in your hand. I don't like this as much because it also gives the opponent the chance to do the same. And while Cycling Road is more specifically good for Gardevoir because you want energies in the discard, Pokestop is really good for both players, and while Pokestop might actually help my own consistency more, I don't want to give my opponent the opportunity to do the same thing. So for now, it's Cycling Roads, but that is another thing that I might change in the future. Alright, I won the coin flip, that's very nice. Gardevoir needs to go first. There are a few decks nowadays that actually don't mind going second. Gardevoir is not one of them. If Gardevoir doesn't go first, you cry. I mean, you can go first and they knock something out on their first turn, depending on the deck, but even then, you want the time, you want to be able to get your stuff out. Especially me, when I'm not even playing researches, because one of the benefits of going second is you get some extra consistency from being able to play something like Iono or Research, but this deck doesn't even get that. We're going all in. We high roll today. I got the Ralts as my starter, which is nice. I'm going to Battle Pass from you, assuming it's not prized. And then I can attach and retreat into it. Hope to get another Battle Pass. And then next turn, I'll evolve the Ralts into Kirlia and do a bunch of other fun things. Once my opponent picks a number, there we go. Everyone always takes all the mulligan draws. I don't think I've ever seen a match where someone is not taking the mulligans. Even if it's 7 or 8, there's very little risk of decking out. And even if you're going against Snorlax Stall, it only helps. All right, I'm going against Charizard. That's fun. I'm going to draw. I will battle VIP pass. Let's get the Mew that is prized. You are kidding me. Okay. I will get a Greninja and a Ralts instead. I guess I'm going to Concealed Cards the energy and pray that I get another Battle Pass off of that. Concealed Cards, discard the energy, draw 2. I got a Level Ball, close enough. Level Ball for Ralts. Put it on the bench. Might as well Roar the Sword to deck thin. Play Zacian V, Roar of the Sword. I will attach to the... Ooh. I'm in a tough spot. Charizard's a really tough matchup for me. I guess I'll go for the active Ralts. Sure. I'll attach to Ralts here. Worst case scenario, I retreat and then Zacian gets attached to anyway. It's not like I care about whether I damage the Zacian or not. The problem with Charizard is that 330 HP is a lot, and there's no guarantee that I'm getting that big immediately. The second problem with Charizard is actually, if I go first, I might not necessarily have any 2-prize targets. Never mind. Oh wait, no, I thought it was Squawkabilly. If he puts down Squawkabilly EX, then I have a 160 HP thing I can try to knock out if I happen to get my cross switchers. But otherwise, yikes, not looking good. Nest Ball, please get Squawkabilly. The boss would actually be really good right now, but I don't play that. Okay, that's Pidgeot V. That's interesting. Pidgeot V is a very fun tech card that shuffles itself into the deck if it wants to. So you can attach a Forest Seal Stone to it and then use the Forest Seal Stone without having a 2-prize attacker remaining on the board. My opponent played Iono. Cool. That makes us both shuffle our hands into the bottom of our decks and then draw as many cards as we have prizes. This is a fine hand, actually. Probably gonna go Kirlia here, and then I guess go for Candy. Given that there are some rare candies in the bottom of my deck, it actually might be the correct play to Ultra Ball right now. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. Yeah, let's go for it. Ultra Ball, discard Level Ball and Cresselia. And get Gardevoir-EX. Let's go. I will play down a Kirlia. And Refinement. Discard the Ralts, because we don't really need that this turn. Would be nice to have, but too bad for me, I guess. Alright, Earthen Vessel. Going to discard Manaphy from the hand, get 2 Psychic Energies, so that I can discard one with Kirlia and also deck them. Evolve Ralts into Kirlia. I guess I should Concealed Cards, technically, first, because maybe I discard something else later. Cool. Alright, Greninja Concealed Cards. I'll play Cycling Road, discard a Psychic Energy, and draw one. Can I get something good? That is not what I wanted. Okay. Kirlia's Refinement again. This time we discard the energy. Rare Candy. I did not exactly get what I want, because the thing is, I can't kill this. Maybe I probably should play a boss, just for situations like this. If I could cross-switch with the Pidgeot and take 2 prizes, I would be in really good shape. But that is not the case at all, unfortunately. On the other hand, getting rid of this Pidgey is not even that bad, because it would allow me to just... He wouldn't have Pidgeot EX active. I'm going to Candy into Gardevoir. I am going to Dark. So if he gets a Charizard up, he will one-shot me anyway. Therefore, instead of attaching from hand to the Gardevoir-EX, I will simply Embrace. Very cool. I'll attach one from hand to Kirlia. I will play the Forest Seal Stone just in case my opponent uses another Iono, and then I will Miracle Force for the knockout. I'll take 1 prize. I might lose this game, and that's okay. Ooh, I actually need that. I don't need it per se, but it's nice to have. Alright, so now there are 3 energies in the Gardevoir-EX and 2 in the discard. So assuming that this Gardevoir-ex gets knocked out next turn, I'll be able to deal 210, which would knock out the Pidgeot, actually. Yes, next turn I can bring up Kirlia, counter capture the Pidgeot, and knock it out. It seems like a good idea. Assuming that my opponent has Rare Candy Charizard. If my opponent doesn't have Rare Candy Charizard, that's even better for me, because then I just don't get knocked out. That's really good. Yes, please, he tackle me. Charmeleon. Okay. Cool, cool. Minion. Oh, please don't Iono me. Actually, it's fine if he does. I do want hand advantage. Hand advantage being the mystical concept of having more cards in your hand being a good thing. Which doesn't exist in Pokemon as much as it does in other games, but it kind of does. Having more cards is generally good. Gives you more options. Arven! Oh, that is certainly going to be Candy and Sealstone. Yep, he can get Charizard. Arven lets you get a tool and an item. Tools no longer count as items. And he's getting Rare Candy for a Sealstone. He's going to attach that to the Pidgeot or the Lumineon. Doesn't really matter which one at this point. Yeah, I guess attaching to Lumineon makes more sense. Because then he doesn't deck thicken. Because the Forest Sealstone is useless after it's been used up. Rare Candy, Charmander to Charizard. What a surprise. Infernal Rain. Attaching some energies from the deck to his Pokemon. That's annoying. That's unfortunate. That's gross. And Pidgeot goes back into the deck. So I can no longer get rid of it. Sag. Okay. There are 5 Psychic Energies in the discard. There is no way that I'm getting rid of this Charizard this turn. So I'm going to bring up my Kirlia. And I'm going to knock out this Lumineon. Oh, now I get the Cross Switcher. I see. Is it worth actually... It might be worth getting rid of the Charmeleon here. Because I'm going to go on even prizes anyway. I think with the Radiant Charizard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here's what I gotta do. I gotta evolve first. Yeah. Because I want to keep both of these cards. I need the Cross Switcher for later. I would have liked to draw something other than the Cross Switcher, actually. Shining Arcana. 5, 6. I guess I'll attach the Gardevoir for now. See what else I get. Oh, that's the Gardevoir-ex. That I don't want to draw the Gardevoir-ex either, though. No. Oh man. I guess I can Sealstone for Tulip. That might actually have to be the play. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like very unlikely that I get... Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of Gardevoir here, and I'll get it back to Tulip. Oh my god, Ultra Balls. Wow, that's so cool. Definitely need the Ultra Balls. Do I just... Yeah, I guess I'll start Alchemy here. I'll get Tulip, get the Gardevoir-ex, and some other stuff too while I'm at it. Get the 2 Raltas, get the EX. Do I get the second EX? I might have to. Oh wait, I can Moonglow reverse, that's right! Oh, do I want to do... I do want to get the Cresselia, actually. Let's evolve this Ralts into Gardevoir-ex. I'm just going to play down the 2 Raltas for now, actually. I think getting rid of the Lumineon while I can is still ideal. This might bite me later. But I'm just taking prizes while I can. 180. That's a knockout. Because he's going to bring up the Radiant Charizard. Even if I killed the little Charmeleon, he would make me take 7 anyway. That's my thinking. The path is get rid of Radiant Charizard and get rid of Big Charizard. That's how I'll win the game. And also hope that he doesn't knock out 2 Vs in a row. If he bosses up Gardevoir-ex, it's over. I mean, strictly speaking, it's not, but pretty much would be. Because then he'd take 2 prizes, and then he just need to boss up another Zacian, and he can probably just do that. This thing just keeps growing with each prize card I take, too. It does 180 plus 30 for each prizes that I've taken. Not that that matters. Yep, there's the boss. Gardevoir comes up. He's gonna knock me out. Oh, this is so cringe. Oof. Not good at all. I'm gonna put up Ralts. Because I need to cross-switch and get rid of this thing. I'm pretty much not killing the Charizard with Little Gardevoir, and if Zacian stays up, he'll die, and my opponent will take the last 2 prizes to win. So I need to just get my... Oh, I guess I could actually... I could attack with Cresselia. Deal 100 to Charmeleon. That's actually probably just the play. Yeah. Right? Sure. Then I can cross-switch the Charizard next turn if I really need to. Oh, wait! Oh, no, I have energies in the Gardevoir. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. I'll discard the Ultra Ball. Get 2 energies. I'm gonna need to attack with 9 energies with the Little Gardevoir next turn. This is gonna be rough. Greninja, discard an energy, draw 2. Do not need the level ball. That is not what I need right now. Actually, maybe it is. Level ball for Curlia. What is left in the deck? Do I have another? How many cross switchers left? 2. So there's 1. No, there's none prized. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Very, very good to know. Play Curlia down. I should Shining Arcana, actually. Yeah, I'll Shining Arcana first just to have more stuff to refine. Because I want to keep all of those cards. Okay, okay. Curlia, Refinement. I'll get rid of the Level Ball. Probably shouldn't have Earthen Vessel before. Whatever, it's fine. Ultra Ball, discard Battle Pass, discard Vessel. Wait. Why don't I have any more Gardevoir-ex's? Oh, they're both in the discard. Oh no. I do have another Tulip. I can theoretically Cycling Road for Tulip for the Gardevoir-ex. I did not get the Gardevoir-ex. I am in pain. Actually, you know what? I can still cross-switch her. Get rid of Radiant Charizard. I guess I'll play down Cresselia and I guess I'll Candy Ralts into Gardevoir. Just gonna draw some cards while I can. Sure. Play this guy, play Earthen Vessel just to deck thin. Make it more likely that I get Tulip next turn and then evolve Curly into Gardevoir. You know what's funny? If I didn't have Zacian on the field, I would probably have game. I'm not going to attach this energy because I knock out the Charizard anyway. 180. Now I just pray that he doesn't have boss. Oh wait, I forgot to attach. Oh my god. Whatever. Actually, it's fine. Because if he doesn't boss me, then I can attach and then I can still Embrace 4 more times, which will get me to 9 energies, which does 330 for a knockout. It's really all up to whether he has boss or not. If he doesn't have boss, then I draw 2, 4, 6. I draw my entire deck if he doesn't have boss. So, but if he has boss, he kills Zacian for the win. That's what matters. Man. If only I could have gotten that Pidgeot up. That would have been huge. Arvin, that's game. I've got it. It's a win for me. Let's go. Huge. Because that means that he's not... Oh, wait. Nope, he can't counter catcher. He could cross switcher me, though. If he plays cross switchers, which I don't think Charizard does, then he can win. He can't counter catcher me because we're on the same number of prizes. Charizard doesn't play that, right? That kills the Dex consistency. Ultra Ball and Vitality Band. Sure, dude. Escape Rope. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just go into Cresselia here. Right? Yeah. That's perfectly okay. Maybe he thinks that by, like, not killing the Gardevoir or whatever, that he'll be able to do stuff, but... Oh, it's because now his Charizard is benched. I see he's trying to stall me until he can get a boss. It is a good thing that I know that I have 2 cross switchers in the deck, and that I am going to draw my entire deck. It's still over. He just doesn't know it. We're fine. Ultra Ball for Charizard. Okay. Never mind. I guess he's going to evolve his 1 prizer into a 2 prizer anyway. Fine by me. He didn't use the ability. He's super rotting for some reason. Sure. Oh, is he gonna try to retreat into Radiant Charizard? No, he's just gonna kill me and then... Alright, that's game. Let's go. Because now I bring up little Gardevoir. And I draw literally my entire deck. One, 2, 3, 4. There's Tulip. Eh, just for good measure. Concealed cards. Cycling Road. Tulip. EX, and just 1 energy, because that's all I need. Attach. EX. Embrace 4 times. And with 9 energies, I will deal 330 damage to this Charizard. And win the game. There, done. GG! And that is how you play the least scuffed Gardevoir deck in the world.